Oh, oh man, look at this. Oh. All right, time for a woods walk. Ground is still bare, so it's easy to see the forest floor before everything gets grown up and thick. So there's always something interesting. I'm not betting on anything, but I'm hoping on some morel mushrooms. Let's see what we can find. Got a lot of dead elms out here, and these dead elms are trees that have been the host of morel hatches in the past. So I always look around all the dead elms. That's live elm, so that probably won't be pushing any morels. Oh, look at this! This is very cool. This is a little Jack-in-the-Pulpit. See him in there? It's an indigenous wildflower, and it's one of my favorites. And probably the reason for that is that my grandfather's name was Jack, and he was a pastor. Yeah, big old heavy deer trail coming through here. Look at that. Those deer tracks coming across there. Big crossroads of two big deer trails. That would be a good place to set up shop during hunting season, right? What's this? No, this elm is not dead. It's funny, for me, the easiest place to walk out here is right on the deer trail. And it's probably not an accident that that's where the deer like to walk, right? Here's some freshly fallen dead elms. These pine cones that are not opened up, the ones that are shriveled, those do a pretty good impersonation of a morel mushroom at first glance anyway. Not so much after you focus on it. What's that on top of that stump? That's weird. Squirrel? Is that a squirrel, maybe? I don't know. Kind of an interesting look to it. All right. I'll chalk that up as something interesting. I always find something interesting out here. You know, even if the foraging pouch is still nicely folded on my belt when I get back to the house. I don't know how far from the roots of the dead elm you could see the morels. I don't know what the propagation radius is out from whatever it is in the root system that's feeding them. Oh, oh man, look at this. Oh, holy smokes. Holy smokes. Oh, that is so cool. That is the best dropped antler I have ever found out here. Look at the size of that thing. Oh man, that is so cool. That's a weird looking, he's got some damage on that and stumps. That bugger, that was a fighter. Look at that. He either fought to where he broke off a bunch of his tines, or he was starting to rub. Look at there, look at there, look at there, look at there. There's both of them. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh my gosh. I got them both. Holy cow. Oh, that is so cool. Okay, I have never in my life found a pair of dropped antlers off the same deer. That is so stinking cool. Oh man, how fun is that? I'm gonna sit down on this. And look at these things are not chewed up by the rodents yet. The only other dropped antler I have ever found in my life was a long spike, and that was chewed all to pieces by mice. These look like they were broke off so early in the season that he went ahead and polished them back up again by rubbing them on trees. That was broke off more recently, but still he looks like he did a lot of rubbing with it after it broke off. Man, the mass on that is, for around here, that's a pretty nice sized buck. That's a mature animal. Good grief, I can't believe I found both of those things right here within 6 feet, about 6 feet apart. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of fun. That just absolutely made my day. That is so cool. All right, so I didn't find a single morel mushroom, but I'll tell you what I did find is even better, far better in my opinion. This is the first time in my life I've ever found a matched pair like this, both off the same buck. They were within, what, 6 feet of each other? Well, you saw where I was sitting when I found the second one. And you know what the coolest thing about finding a pair of sheds like this from a nice mature buck? It's in the woods I hunt. It's my home woods. And this guy is still out here. And barring any unfortunate road crossings and whatnot, he's probably going to be out here next hunting season. So I might get another opportunity to see what kind of headgear he puts on next fall. This is pretty cool. This is just way cool. I'm so happy about this. Yeah, all the looking all of a sudden paid off just in blink of an eye. Oh, look, an antler. That is so cool. Thanks a lot for watching. PFO channel out.